BC, what's up? December 31st, 2019. The end. Getting ready to move on to the third decade, 2020. Right now, I'm going to go over stuff I found in 2019. 2019 was a hellified year for vinyl. I found a lot of stuff. I met a few people too along the way. Got like a VCLT2. Want to go over. It's going to be a long video. Get your drinks ready. Sit back, relax. I'm going to show you some jazz and a few rock stuff that I've been after for years. Um, Chatting with a lot of guys. One of the guys online gave me this cool Deep Groove Mono shirt. Ended up picked it up. It's pretty cool. I'm going to start off with one of the weakest catalogs in my collection. Was probably the blues. Oh, I hit big with the blues. I'm going to start off with one of the finds I got over the summer at Dusty Grooves. Uh, Muddy Waters, the best of. I remember I just saw Dylan's video. He found some killer blues on the Black Label. Uh, yes, this is a Black Label OG mono, the best of Muddy. Sorry about the glare. That's one of my great finds. And the Wolf, Holland Wolf, Moaning at Moonlight. This one actually is the second press. Dylan had showed one earlier today from Noble Records. This is actually the second press stereo because I remember it's either second or third press, but this is from the 60s. This is on the Chess label. Love this one. This one has the Smokestack Lightning. Being from Chicago, it's hard to find any great blues stuff too. It's all been gone. The guys came in and it's ramshacked. Now for my rock titles. OG, seen this guy live, Beat 'em Up tour, Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. This one's killer. You know, everybody knows this one. Passenger, Lust for Life, Sin. Yep, on the RCA label. RCA. And then the Mega Rock find. One of my friends in Oak Park hooked me up. I hate when people write on records, but yeah, this one I couldn't pass. Yes, Led Zeppelin 2. And it has the RLNSS. I've been after this one for probably 15 years. Very clean copy. Very clean. Look at that baby. Man, when you hear Ramble On here, man, it blows you away. Yeah, this one's, the only thing I hate is that they wrote on the label. That blows. See how clear? It's really killer copy. Killer copy, man. RL and an SS, Sterling Sound. You can't get no better than that. Okay. And then on my birthday, I went to the record fair over in Hillside, which is not too far from where I live. Uh, I was in there looking, and I'm always been having pretty good luck with the impulses. And I picked up Sonny Rollins, East Broadway Rundown stereo. It was one of the tables that was right outside. And the young guy was selling this stuff. I got it for a killer price. I don't think he knew. This one actually has the Coltrane. It's like a Coltrane lineup. One of my favorite Sonny's actually. This one and some of his earlier Blue Notes that he did, like Volume 1 and Volume 2 and Nuke's Time. I love those Sonny Rollins. So that was the one I picked up. And then I went, I want to say around April, I went to the Plumbers Union. This was in Chicago near the old Oprah Winfrey Studios, right off of Randolph. Yeah, I used to always hear about this place, and yeah, I came up big there. I checked out I ran into actually John Coltrane, Chris Cole, Coltrane 68, Chris Cole. Man, it was cool, man, hanging out with him. We bumped into each other. I finally meet this guy. Finally. Uh, he gave me one of these, a Roland Hanna. I still have this. This was like a VCLT, Child of Gemini. This is a killer record here. Killer. Love this record. It's on MPS, original. He told me, oh, you'll like this. We sat around, talked. We was talking about some of the tables that was there. He was telling me what to check out, and he steered me to one table. He told me, hey, man, you like black jazz. You better go on and grab that one. And I didn't have it. It was original on black jazz. Rudolph Johnson, Spring Rain. Told me to grab that, and it was immaculate. The guy was selling it for a great price. I think I paid like $15. This record goes for way more than that. Found that there, hanging out with Chris. We were just hanging out, and then we went to this other table. You remember how I like those white label promos? Yeah, picked up this one, Freddie Hubbard, Body and Soul. This was at his table. This guy had some killer stuff, man. He had a Mingus, the Clown. I already have that one. But this one was sweet. White label. It's another white label to my Impulse collection. Look how clean that sucker is. He wrote the, somebody must have wrote on here 1 and 2. But it's beautiful. Freddie Hubbard. My first Freddie Hubbard on Impulse. I never had any of his stuff on Impulse. Freddie Hubbard is awesome. And then I found Thelonious Monk on that same table. Well, actually, it was across the table. I remember now. This is Second Press, Deep Groove, Riverside. Monk. Monk is sweet, man. It's great stuff on this one, man. This is called Monk, Thelonious Monk himself. Features Train, Wilbur Ware. It's a great one here. Ghost of a Chance is on here. April in Paris and Round Midnight. And Monk's Mood. Pick that one up. Thelonious himself. Sorry about the glare there. And a couple of online buys. It was Elvin Jones, Richard Davis. I got this for a really good price, dope price online, but the description was misleading. Like, they kind of got me on it. It wasn't an original. They said it was an original, but it was clean. Yeah, so this one, when I was looking at this is not an OG. This one says 1971. An OG wouldn't have 1971. It would just say ABC Records. But this was really clean. I really didn't, there's a little dust on there. I didn't really trip. I still got it for a steal. I ordered it from Japan. So I got a, second press, but I love it. Look at that glossy cover. Smoking. Richard Davis. Elvin Jones. It's a great one. And the killer of them all. This one they didn't lie about. Original stereo, 1975. I believe this record was recorded in 1970, but this is the first stereo pressing of the GOAT of Brazil, the GOAT, greatest of all time. That's right, George Ben, Jorge Ben, Forca Bruta. Oh yeah, look at that. This thing is in great shape on the Philips label. Oh, look at that, man. It's sweet. First stereo press. I remember Fatback Funk, man, did a Brazilian. Man, I wanted this record when I first heard it. And even James Buttery, too. He even talked about it. He actually owns a copy, too. And then I took a trip to Dusty Grooves in Chicago. Found this one. Now for the more jazz. This is a 10-inch Art Blakey Jazz Messengers with the great Clifford Brown, Lou Donaldson. You know, on drums, Blakey, and Horace Silver on piano. And you can see this one. Look at that. This is a Lexington, 7/6 Lexington. Give you a close up of it. Ear, RBG, the works. This is a sweet one, boy. Clean, quiet. Finally got some Lexingtons in my collection. Man, Lexingtons are so hard to find these days. Very hard to find, you know. Love this record, man. Anything with Blakey and, you know, Clifford Brown, who died tragically, and he died in a car crash, but he was the man before Lee. He was before Lee. Clifford was great, man. I have to give him his dues on that. I've heard this album, the Memorial album. And here's another one. This was an online. Dolphy, Booker Little, Far Cry. Oh yes, Dolphy. Multi-instrumentalist. He's one of the great. He influenced Coltrane to start playing the flute again. And that's it there. New jazz. Oh yes. Tenderly is my song on here. I love that. And Miss Ann. Oh, Blake. Oh, Eric Dolphy's awesome, man. This was it's on the New Jazz label. RBG stamp. Look at that cover. I have to show you the cover. The cover is so cool. The GOAT. He's one of the GOATs. And this one I got from a friend. Oh, he recommended. I remember got this guy from the stock market. I used to work downtown. When I was working at the music store, he told me about this record. I finally found a copy. This is a UK mono. Bill Evans, Conversation with Myself. Look at the glossy cover. Beautiful, man. This guy took care of his records. Look at the back. The flip back Verve. Original UK. This is one of Bill Evans' best. I love it. On the Verve label. Super clean. I got this from a guy, he knew someone in the UK. I got it. Oh, sweet. Bill Evans. Bill Evans is the shit. I love Bill Evans stuff, man. He has a hellified touch on the piano. Oh, mega jazz stuff this year. I've never found so much jazz stuff. And I got more to come. Yes. Yes. Coleman Hawkins, one of his best with J.J. Johnson. The Hawk flies high. The Hawk flies high. Look at that. Sweet. Look at that laminated cover. Riverside. White. That's when you know it's a first press. This is the white copy. Look at that sucker, boy. Look at that. Sorry about that. Look at that Riverside. Sweet. Yep. And I have to say those Riversides, after those Blue Notes, Riverside probably have to come in. Look at that gloss. Ooh, look at that gloss on that sucker. Deep green, too. Ooh. It says Coleman Hawkins, The Hawk Flies High with J.J. Johnson. And another one. This is the mother. Monk. On Riverside. White. The blues are always second. Masterings are the same, but they come across those white ones. It's sweet. Look at this. Oh, Monk's music. This one has a killer one. Coleman Hawkins and Coltrane. Ray Copeland on trumpet. Whipperware on bass. Blakey on drums. Oh yes, look how clean this is. I can't believe this is 1957 and it looks this clean. I'm gonna show you the label. I love these. I love these Riversides. Look at this, man. This is sweet. Sorry about that. Get a good look at that. Look at that. Monk Septet. Yes. This one has the man, it's got all the great stuff on this one. Ruby My Dear is probably my favorite on here. Yep. So go ahead and put this one back. Yes. Monk. And so now I went to, this was in January. I went to the Hillside Record Fair and stumbled on this one table. I was walking around. I was like, oh man, I'm not finding anything. This was in January. I'm like, man, I'm not finding anything in there. And then I walked past this one table and I was like, oh, he got some cool jazz. Let me take a look what he had. I ended up getting an upgrade of this one, which I've showed in the past. But this one was so clean and the price. This guy was new guy. Never seen him before. This is the Clown. Yes, this is an upgrade for me. This one is super clean on the black label. Look at that baby. Oh God, this is so clean. Oh man, that's the Atlantic label. Oh. And the guy only wanted $30 for this one. Oh man, I had to jump on this one. Mingus the Clown. The Clown, baby. The Clown. One scary cover, but it's a great record, man. Upgraded that one. And when I kept flipping, I saw one that I couldn't believe what I seen. I couldn't believe it. Oh yes. Horace Silver. Art Blakey Spotlight on drums. Yes. Yeah. You has to know it. It's a Lexington. This is original. And that was the only thing messed up about it was that little mark. But this thing is no splits. Clean as a whistle. Flat edge. It was even the cover. Look at the flat, the italicized. That's they used to make the records the best back then. And this is the record. Look at that baby. Oh my God. Lexington. It's on both sides too, if you don't believe me. Yes. RBG 9M. Oh yeah, the ear has it all. This is a sweet deep groove. This is a deep groove too. Yep. And it's funny about the 9M. The 9M is under this. It's like they stamped it on here, but they covered it up with the label. But this is an OG. 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 Ooh, and then probably maybe, whew, I kept saying I need the blue one now. I need the blue one. The blue one is the one that's with Hank Mobley. Oh yeah, I found it. Reckless Records. And I knew a few people that was there, and the lady that worked there, she has a killer jazz collection. She told me, "Yeah, I'll hold it for you." She had a New York USA. She said she was happy for it. I was like, "Oh, good. You're gonna let me get this one? Call me." I came down there, and I was able to find the blue. This was the one I was missing. Hank Mobley, Kenny Dorham, Horace Silver, Doug Watkins, Art Blakey. Look at this. And it's, you know what's so funny? This is a second press. The pressings are all the same. It's not a Lexington, but it's a 47 West 63rd. Man, this sucker is beautiful. Look at that. Oh yeah, it has the deep groove. Look at that sucker. Oh, 9M, RBG, V-Ear. Yes. Yes. So I'm done with the main Horace Silvers ones I wanted. I'm still looking for a couple of them stylings of silver. But yeah, now that was one hell of a year. I got both the two colors in 1 year. That was a hell of a year. But 2019 was great. Oh, I'm still going, man. Went to Milwaukee. Went up there. Found this one. Pete Rock, CL Smooth sample. Pete Rock sample this. California Dreaming. Yes. Just get that sucker, man. Sweet. Tom Scott, Honeysuckle Breeze. The one Still Reminisce Over You is the one they got the sample from. Original. Nice. Look at that. I got that up in Milwaukee. Sweet. My Impulse collection is getting the way I want it. I'm almost there. I'm still missing a few. And then when I went to that one store I went to when I talked to Chris, I ran into one of the guys I went digging a couple of years ago in Wisconsin. His name is Scott. He ran a shop called Pinwheel Records. Great shop. It's over on 18th Street in Pilsen in Chicago. He had this there. He told me he had it. I said, man, dude, I got to come up there and get that. I needed this one. Attica Blues, Archie Shepp. This is a mother boy. Oh, look at that. That's original. Tough record to find. One Impulse that is really tough to find. I'm glad I added it to my collection. Then I found this one. Had one of my buddies in Old School Records. Oh, yes. I ain't gonna take this one out the package, but Erectus. Charles Mingus. I'm sorry about that. Yep. This one's called Mingus Jazz. Oh yeah, it's Black Label. Black Label. Sweet copy. Found that there. I had to fight with him on the deal. He gave me a great deal on it. I paid about $40 for it. Great deal on it. That record goes for more than that. I saw that at that one record fair, the Plumbers Union. The guy had that at his table, and he was selling it for $300. Some Jackie McLean. Oh yes, Bluesnik. Yeah, I got this one online. I paid $30 for this. Believe it, $30. The guy said it was a New York, USA. New York, USA Bluesnik, glossy cover, mono. He said New York, USA Liberty. That's what he told me. I'm pretty good with these. It looks kind of worn a little bit, but the record was in great shape. And when I got home, when I got it, I looked. Wow, man, I was like, wow, pretty good shape. These records play. Deep Groove, 47 West 63rd. Both sides. Both sides had the ear. I was shocked, man. I said, wow, this is an original with the RBG stamped on both sides. I said, damn, this is an original. This is not a second. This is not a Liberty. When I saw the ears on here, I think this guy didn't even know. Cleaned it, plays sweet. Another one I added to my Jackie McLean collection. Two more left. Yes, found this one. Mild Davis. These two I got at the same time. Bought these the same day at this place out in Roselle, Record Wonderland. This one, Miles Davis. Around Midnight. I have the Mo-Fi version too, which sounds really good. Look at this. This one's pretty good shape. Pretty cool. This was in the stamper on here is a 1A stamper. So I know this is an OG. Around about midnight. Miles Davis. And then my last one will be this one. I found this one in November. Nice copy, third press, glossy cover. Another Horace Silver. Horace Silver Quintet. Junior Cook, Blue Mitchell, Eugene Taylor, and Louis Hayes. Sister Sadie. This is a smoker here. My what you call it is getting there, man. My Horace Silvers are stocking up. This one has the 47 West 63rd. in New York, USA. 47 West 63rd. Sweet copy. The guy just sold it to him. He gave me a good price on it. I paid like about 40. New York, USA. Oh yeah, it's Rudy Van Gelder. Has the stamp, the ears, both ears. Yeah, it's a good copy. I couldn't help but get that. I had to post these before the end. Sorry I haven't been posting any more videos. I got some more videos in store. I'm coming back with some more videos in the new year. Um, yeah, it's good to see a lot of people out there digging. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. Happy New Year. It's probably one of my longest videos. This was 25 minutes. Um, and then over the year, last year, I finally took a trip to Amoeba in LA. I finally got to hang there. I ended up picking up a REM and Neil Young, Ragged Glory was the one I was missing for a long time. Around the Sun, REM was the one that I grabbed when I was in Amoeba. Amoeba was a great place, man. I got to see the Santa Monica Beach, and oh yeah, let me see if I can pull those right quick. Clips. Yeah. Where's my REM? Yes, this one was sealed. It's got these at Amoeba. Ragged Glory, original US press. Picked that up. And I picked this one up. Sealed. Promo. Still got this is the sleeve that it came in, so it's not written on the jacket, but it was REM I was missing. Yes, Around the Sun. I also found it sealed up too. So I've been collecting some of the REM stuff from the 90s. But man, everybody have a happy new year. Oh, the channels I really still dig. It's, Mr. Hall of Fame, Derek Higgins. Oh man, there's so many guys out there, man. A lot of new Noble, uh, tunes from the Man Cave. Man, it's a lot of guys out there. But yeah, happy New Year to you all. And yeah, we only right now is here in Chicago. It's 3:20. Still got like a little bit over 6.5 hours. No, probably like 8 or 9 hours left. Yeah, 9 hours, 8 and some hours. We'll be in the 2020. VC. Peace out.